So this is our aquaponics system. Aquaponics is basically just the combination of hydroponics and aquaculture. So we're growing fish and plants together in this system. So this is a fish tank. It is about 800 gallons in the actual fish part of the tank. We have right now about 60 rainbow trout in this tank. It's kind of hard to see right now because the water, the edges of the tank are a little bit dark, but the fish like to hide anyway. And we have a couple of air stones in the bottom that make it so that the air circulates and there's plenty of dissolved oxygen for our fish. We pump this water around to some different growing beds. So this is our media bed, and our media bed is basically a bed. It's about 18 inches deep, filled with clay pellets, and the clay pellets just prop the plants up so that they can stay upright. And the nutrient-rich water from the fish that has all kinds of dissolved minerals and nutrients in it, specifically the nitrogen that the plants need, comes into these beds, and it fills the bed roughly almost to the top about every 10 minutes in a cycle. And then the thing that we have right here is called a bell siphon. The bell siphon basically allows the system to fill mostly to the top, and then once it reaches a certain point, it actually draws the water level back down really low, and then allows for the water to refill with these return lines that come from the actual fish tank. Plants that are grown in aquaponics systems grow incredibly fast. These little seedlings are maybe 2 months old, and these are grown at the high school, so they're grown by kids. I think that if conditions were a little bit more ideal, we could probably grow things a lot faster. Right here we're trying out garlic. This is garlic that's only been in here about maybe a month, and it's already, you know, maybe a foot tall or something. And then we have just some other little things that kids are playing with. We have some cilantro. Those are going to be collards, and we have some other seeds that we've put in here that hopefully will get started. The good thing about this is there are no weeds, so we don't have to weed it, and so we can put a lot of plants in a very small amount of space. We also have another type of a grow bed over here. So we call this our raft bed. And basically these are floating styrofoam rafts. And so if you look at these, this is just a bed full of water. And these plants get pretty incredible root systems in a little bit of no time. These are kind of goofy plants. I have kids that think it's funny to grow spider plants, and they just keep breaking off the little aerial roots that grow out, and they stick them into the water, and within just a couple of days you end up with these little plants that are already developing roots and acclimating nicely to the raft bed system. So right now most of these plants are literally just sitting in here, but there's a couple other ways you can do it. You have these little, they're called neti pots, and so you can put the neti pots in here with a little bit of clay pellets so that the plants can stay propped up. Another option is these little foam clips, and so basically it just kind of wedges in here so that the plants stay upright. This is a little strawberry, and just like so. So I'm hoping in a little bit of time we're going to have a whole lot more plants growing in this system as our fish get a little bit bigger and produce a little bit more waste. And and that's our aquaponics system.